What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm at a rummage sale. Just got inside, decided to go down this hallway and look in these rooms because I remember being at this rummage sale and remember that the toy room was back here. So I'll be the first one in this toy room. Everyone else can be the first in the main room. I see some video games right off. I see Sonic, I see Scarface, and I don't see much else. I'm a little nervous on what I might have missed in this area because I was kind of in a hurry trying to get through this stuff, get to the rest of the stuff. And there's a Pac-Man plug and play I passed on. That one's not worth a whole lot. It's pretty saturated. There might be a little bit of money in it, but I got a lot of plug and plays to sell. There's a handheld Yahtzee. I sell those on Amazon for good money. And I'll go over everything at the end of the video, just like always, on what I found. Here's Dice Chasers. I almost picked this up. I thought, I think this is a rare game, and I'm glad I didn't because it's not. Brand new, $10. I looked it up after looking at this footage. There's a Walmart semi. That could have been good. There's a Skechers box there. I don't think I looked in that. What was in that Skechers box? I always say look in boxes. Here's some bags of stuff, some animals, and I flipped this over, and, well, if you caught it there, there's a Team Rocket Pokemon figure. And I did not see that. These animals are not Schleich or anything like that, anything special. Some Pokemon cards I looked at there. Just nothing special again. Just some loose, beat up Pokemon cards. Maybe I should have picked up that bag with the Team Rocket. I think I would have for sure if I would have saw it. I don't know what they were priced at. Probably not much. So I'm heading back into the main area now and seeing what I can find. What is left at this sale. And there's actually another room back there that opened up that had Christmas stuff. I went in and some shoes later, but here I see some of these Magnavox boom boxes out of the corner of my eye. Not really interested in those. Just trying to see if there's any big high-end electronics, which I do find some high-end electronics here in a bit, but I see this Canon camera Sure Shot, and I think it was $2. I'm like, that's probably worth picking up in the box like that. So I grabbed that, see some jeans that caught my attention for a second. Come over here, I see some electronic stuff, mostly phone cases. I see this, I thought it was a camera case, but it's one of those iHome, like portable speakers. Nothing special. Some sewing stuff, which I'll look at later because I want to make sure it's nothing good. But if you saw it right there, I passed a Stir Crazy vintage popcorn popper, and I just recently have discovered those are pretty valuable to sell used. Probably could have got $50 for that. There's another decent camera I put in the bag. I think that one was like $1. Then I see this Minolta camera in the bag, and I'm like, ooh, this is a good one. So I'm just grabbing the whole bag here. $7.50 for everything in the camera bag. It's a great deal. And I know that at $7.50, a vintage Minolta like that is at least worth a little bit. And I just kind of wander over here. I see this ink, but it goes with the printer. But I also see this little like voice recorder thing, which I'm not really interested in. And what's in this bag here? And this turns out to be a little Dell projector. And this is worth a lot of money. $3, so I grabbed that. There's also another thing there I grabbed that's worth a lot of money for $1.50, which you'll be seeing soon in the haul. Had to go check out the clothing, make sure there wasn't anything cool, anything vintage. And I go through it. I don't really find anything. So I come back and I discover that these rooms are open. The doors weren't open when I first came through there. Christmas stuff. I like finding valuable Christmas stuff. Lots of it out there, but more than anything, there's lots of it that's not worth anything. So at the corner of my eye, they got this vintage table. I see a Linux box. I'm like, oh, it's empty. That's no good. I've sold some Linux stuff for big money. And I'm like, here it is. This is what goes in that box. And I see it's Linux. I put it in there. Have I sold that? I sold something Linux. It might have been that one or the other one. I pick up 2 Linux items there. One of them sold very quickly. Nothing phenomenal. Not like an $80, $100 Linux item, but still a little bit of money involved there. This vintage table. You know what? I didn't see anything else. So I move on. I actually do quite a bit of searching off camera, find some other good deals. Here's just a table of Halloween stuff. Of course, I'm checking that for some great Halloween items. But the next morning, I go to a rummage sale, which I'm throwing in this video. I wasn't going to go because there was some other sales and stuff going on. I decided I'm going, so I showed up like 60 seconds late. So, of course, everyone's in there. I don't know, how early they got in, but I just whip out my phone, turn it on here, get some footage for you. Lots of shoes here, and I see these Skechers jammers here, and I'm like, I know these are worth money. I didn't realize how much they're worth pre-owned like that. I would have grabbed them a lot quicker. I had to pick them up. I sent them back down. I get some brand New Balance shoes over there, which I've already sold. I think I sold those for like $70. They sold quick. Find a Christmas item there I walk past and while I'm recording here, but luckily I find it later. Some more clothing, mostly women's. I don't see anything like vintage themed sweatshirts or anything like that. What else did I buy here? I think I got a few other good deals at this rummage sale. I remember seeing the photos, and the photos were terrible on Facebook, and I'm like, I'm not going to this sale. But then at last moment, I'm like, I got time. Let's go. Just showed up a little bit late and still found some phenomenal deals where I'm going to make a lot of good money. There's some collectible cars. I think they wanted $40 a piece for those. But let me show you everything I found at these rummage sales. There's some great profits. It is time to go over the haul, everybody. I am actually in my work area where I list right now. Table in my dining room is filled with stuff I'm getting ready to send to Amazon. Been working on that. Don't want to remove it all from the table to record this. And the lighting is not great in here, so I apologize. So I picked up a couple of these Linux items because Linux can be big money. I recently sold 3 ornaments in a box. I think I sold those for like $80. So I saw these two for $2 a piece and just grabbed them, figured there's some money in them. There is. I think I'll make about $10 a piece on them, so $20 there. Unfortunately, nothing high end, but at $2 I'll grab them. Then for $3 I grabbed this KitchenAid food grinder attachment, and I think it's new in there. I opened it up. It kind of looked new. I'll have to do some more inspecting, but I should make some money on that. I don't really remember how much, but I'll have it on the screen. So this is something I'm really glad I picked up for $1.50. This Webcaster X2. At first I thought, oh, it's just another, modem, wireless type thing. Then I saw it said Webcaster, and I'm like, I'm not familiar with this. So anything I'm not familiar with, I want to at least look up or buy. At $1.50, I just threw it in my bag. And when I got in the car, I'm like, I'm curious, what is that worth? I looked it up. I was surprised. It looks like I'm going to sell this for at least $100. Might be able to even get $120. Does have the power supply there. So a phenomenal pickup. And here's another thing I just bought blind. I saw $3. I opened it up, saw it was this little Dell projector, and I'm like, oh, it's definitely worth $3. And when I looked this up, I'm like, wow, I can probably sell this for $175. So I got $4.50 in these two items, and they're going to be some of the bigger players in these rummage sale deals. I'm going to make some good cash on. All the accessories like cables and stuff are in here as well. I think the remote, it was even in there I saw. So going to be some great profit on this as well. And I picked up some good camera deals. Got this Canon SureShot 105 zoom for $1. Now, I don't remember the exact prices on these. I looked them up real quick when I got in the car. But I knew at $1 and $2 and $7.50 these were going to be worth picking up. One of these I think was around $60. It was probably this one. I believe this one was like 30-ish. It seems like I had even another camera. Maybe I didn't. This one right here, a Minolta. I was pretty excited. I just saw this sticking out and I saw it was Minolta. As soon as I saw that, I just grabbed it because I knew I was buying it at $7.50. This is a phenomenal model, the XG1, but with the lens here, I think I can get $60 for it minimum. There's also an extra lens. I haven't really researched that. I don't think it's an official Minolta though. And there's a Minolta flash in there that will sell for $20 by itself. Probably just throw away the case. It's got all the manuals and paperwork in there, some extra lens caps, all that kind of stuff. So if I was to do the math and add up all these cameras, it's going to be some good profit. So take a look at this stuff. Picked up the handheld Yahtzee. I sell these on Amazon. I usually get around $40 for them. It's crazy. For 50 cents, I just picked that up. And then 50 cents for this Texas Instruments TI-83 Plus calculator. I think I had already turned off the camera when I picked this up, and I'd already made a couple rounds. I can't believe no one picked this up for 50 cents. But but I'll be able to sell that for $35 and it will sell almost immediately. Grabbed a couple games that were, there's some games there, nothing great. Scarface, because I wasn't sure how much this was worth, and I think I can sell this for $25. It is complete. Paid $1 for these. Sonic Mega Challenge, I feel like I find that everywhere. I don't know why I keep buying it, because it's only worth like $8 to $10 max complete, but still it's a cool collection, so I pick it up when I see it. So here's something I had recently in one of my videos on what to look for when sourcing. This is a door chime, new tone, vintage. It's not super old or going to be that valuable. I couldn't find any of this exact model. However, I do think it will sell for at least $20. I paid $1 for it. Looked like $9 for a moment, but yeah, it was $1. I also got this security camera for $1. I didn't know what it was worth. I just grabbed it because I figured we'll give it a shot. If it had the base with it, I think I could get $100 for it. But since it's just the camera, I'll probably try selling it for $20. Looks like there was some comps for around that. Got a couple okay hats. They were 50 cents a piece is why I bought them. This Koba 75, which looked like it was selling for about $25 a few comps. They're brand new. Golden Harvest hats can be pretty good if they're vintage. I don't think this one's vintage, but being new, I think on average I'm making at least $10 profit on these a piece since I only paid 50 cents for them. And check this out. I found this at the rummage sale this morning. I knew it was going to be valuable when I found it. I just didn't know. These things are hit and miss. Sometimes you buy them, they're worth 15, 20. Sometimes you buy them, they're worth 100. And then sometimes you buy them and they're worth like 150, like this one. Yes, I do think I can sell this for around 150. I saw some comps where some sold for $100 plus shipping. The only ones listed right now, I think, were $175, and there's only 2 listed. I've sold this brand before and, got $50, $60, I think even $100 on one. I recently found a 12-piece quilt set in a free box. Not this brand, but I did end up flipping that for $200 the other day. So this kind of stuff is definitely worth paying attention to. I'll probably list it like $140, something like that, and see if it sells around Christmas. If not, I'll lower the price. So I picked up this, I guess, tea mug. I thought it was nice. It was only $1. Sweezy, maybe. It does look like they sell new for like 20 plus shipping. This one I'll probably just keep. I don't think I'll sell it. I just liked it. Got a Delta towel bar back here. I'll make $10 profit on that. Brand new. Then we got some incredible shoe deals. I got some Hoka shoes for $2. These are in pretty good condition. I'll be able to sell these between $30 and $40. Got a brand new pair of New Balance shoes. Now, they charged me $12 for these. Sign said $2 unless marked. These weren't marked, but she originally told me 15. I'm like, ooh, 15. I don't know if I want to do that. And she said, how about 12? So I'm like, yeah, I'll do 12. I probably would have done 15. New Balance shoes are going to be pretty valuable. These are better than I thought. I saw some pre-owns selling for around 60. Pair new, I think was like 89 or something like that. I'll probably price these $69.99. I think I'll get a sale at some point. Below it, we got some brand new in-box FootJoys. Somebody had a price $15 on it and it was scratched off. I got these for $2. They are new in box. They're older. I just sold a pair of FootJoy vintage shoes for $150. So I'm like, ooh, these could be incredible. These are not going to be as good. I think maybe $30 or $40 max is what I'm going to be able to sell those for. But for only paying $2, I think it's a good pickup. One thing I can say about FootJoys is even if they're new or used, they can fall apart if they're older. They dry rot. These FootJoy shoes are not made the greatest. So always check that before you sell them. And here's another shoe pickup. These, I believe, are unworn, and I think they're vintage, right? These are Skechers Jammers, and these things, I knew they're going to be worth $2, but the value on these has been great when I see some little rocks in there. I don't know what's going on. Guess that's just part of the design. But it looks like I could probably sell these for $70. From what I'm seeing comp-wise, just phenomenal. So if I'm going to add up all these rummage sale shoes, it's going to be some great profit. And there it is, everybody. That's the haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to get some of this stuff listed and sold. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button for me. I really appreciate you watching. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.